last time on Strange Antiquities, we did get an ending, so I'm curious if the epilogue will let us go and try other endings, or if we need to, like, reverse time, or if I need to play it again. I'm hoping we can get some other endings going. Hey, Jim, welcome in. Congrats on first-ish. Was somebody first? I didn't see a first. It's still up for grabs. Don't be shy. Okay. Yeah, last time on Strange Antiquities we got the cult following blood ritual ending and we died. So maybe we try to have that not happen. Tess Sherwood. My father is suffering from Morgan's insanity. His doctors have given up on him, but Dr. Robertson told me there might be a way to save him. She said it might be possible to stop the infection spreading by cutting the poisonous thoughts from his mind, but she said it was beyond her skill. That's the diverging hook, probably? The Telwinium. I think all 3 chapters are free. Never heard of it. It is not on Steam, but it's on itch. Good to know. Okay, and I think for Strange Horticulture, the epilogue just allowed you to, like, confirm a lot of the objects you hadn't confirmed yet. I don't know, I really want to try to get another ending, though. Oh, all my little instructions are gone, though. I'm nervous we're actually not going to be able to get another ending. Well, we'll see. Oh, I forgot to pet Jupiter. There's an old hermit living out past Westwater who barely comes into town. He brings me lists now and then for odd things. This time he wants something that will pull water from thin air. No idea if he's mad or onto something, but I said I'd ask around. Love the emoji, the fishing emote. It's so good. I think the Manus is what we want. Oops, that's not the right book. Conjure water. I forgot. Lighter than an evocant by half. Yeah, sure. Trav, welcome in. How's it going? Manus. The item features an aquamarine gemstone, a stone of water. Using my scales, I can check that it weighs half a pound, half the weight of an evocant. My lungs are shot. My doctors have told me to settle my affairs. But I'm not ready to give up. Not yet. I've heard a local story about the Witch of Undermere and her healing abilities. They say it's dangerous and painful, but sometimes it works. Witch's finger. We already used this. Let me make sure this is what I need. Doing alright, been lurking for a little bit while nomming some food. Enjoy food. I don't want to give false promise of an extra ending tonight, but I don't know. I don't really want to start a whole new save either. I forgot to save right before ending my character's life. So I guess we'll see what happens. Maybe we can jump to other chapters. Okay, we did confirm that. Owen Fox. My farm is diseased, my crops won't hold, and even the animals are uneasy. My old man says the earth's angry. He says I should call upon Corchin for wisdom and blessings. Can you help? This land's all I've got. So this is either Corchin's light or Corchenna. Ah, wisdom of the goddess Corchin, goddess of the earth. Okay, easy. Here, have a Corchenna. This is nice. This is kind of confirming some stuff that we had thought was the right label, but now we're actually getting to say it is. Using the index, I can remind myself that Corchin is a serpent goddess. Closer inspection reveals they have an imposing aura. The item has several connections to the earth: jade eyes, clay material, Dradic field. Yeah, earth stuff. Francis Mason. I feel like we're seeing NPCs we hadn't seen before, too. I've read the tales of Caleris from cover to cover. I was surprised to learn of some of the powers he could wield. Did you know he could walk through walls? I read he used a water shadow, but that we've lost the knowledge of how they work over the years. I don't expect I'll get very far with it, but I'd like to study one all the same. I think that's this thing. Who knows? Perhaps I'll succeed where others have failed. Item produces a faint thalmic field. This one was hard. They didn't give us much to go off of. Rufus Shelley. My boy is sick. His dreams are heavy and he's preoccupied with death. A darkness is growing in him. I need him to see the light. Light of Corchin. Now that is down here. We use this in our summoning ritual. The design includes a two-headed snake, a motif that is used by the League of Infusion Heart. It has a Noctic gemstone and produces a Noctic field. I guess I can put this stuff away back on the shelves. This goes with the other snake stuff. This goes with the other moon stuff. Mom, hello, welcome in. This goes with the other pendants. The gemstone pendants. Metal pendants. I guess I was trying to describe the pendant sorting, and it's like... This was originally supposed to be gemstones, but then the ones at the end don't have it. They're just all kind of the same shapes. And then these were all stone or bone or animals. That's where it really started to get out of hand. And then we have a bone one here that doesn't match. It probably should go with these other bone ones. This is stone, but no gemstone on it. We could do all the stone ones over here, and then the bone and animal ones over there. And then this one is metal or oak? Metal. So this should probably go with the other metal ones down here. I can live with that. And this is glass. We have one glass pendant. Mom the human? Yeah. That's my real human mother. She's a regular in chat. What else do we have that has to do with Cernunnos? Anything? Because this piece is also sort of the odd one out. We could put it with this stuff. And this stuff is kinda... Like, I was trying to do things that were all this shape. See how those all kind of have the same shape? This is sort of shaped like a person. And this is a wooden plank that doesn't match anything else. We really have a odds and ends shelf, which is just things that don't match anything else. The candle, the wood. You have a mom tattoo? Oh my gosh, I love it. This could go with our other cute little animal guys. And then this could be just metal totems. Stone totems, metal totems. Totems with a cool shape. And bottles of liquid right there behind the plant. Little animal guys. Alright, well, let's continue. Gus Foley. I've been studying old texts, references to things hidden beneath the surface of our world. They mention use of a spirit eye to see beyond the black veil. It's something I'd like to experience for myself. We've never been able to confirm this item. I think this is a spirit eye. Yep. Opposing symbols, heat and cold. Malachite gemstone hints at ability to see a world beyond ours. I was really confident about this guess, can you tell? Alright. I think that just leaves a few more. My grandmother followed the old ways. She kept a Dradic altar in the cellar. She believed in asking for nature's blessing before a harvest. I found a note about a ritual meant to bring abundance, but it needs an Argyle. This seems like the place to find one. Oh, this, yeah. Here you go. Dradic, enjoy your Dradic rituals. I was pretty confident about this one. Tommy Brown. I work the riverbed searching for stones, amethyst, jade, maybe Vivianite if I'm lucky. It's hard to spot them in the muck. But I heard about these remnants that let you feel the glimmer through the dirt. Worth a shot. Yeah, Ares remnant. We haven't given that to anybody in a long time. Here. Thomas Pope. We've hit a bit of a snag and I've had to shut down the quarry. Our dynamite supplier has had a little accident. I'll spare you the details. Oh, you need a pit. You need a pit. Here you go. Say no more. Made of 3 different materials. Gold, sun, clay, earth, skull, death. William Wheatley. My thesis is on the psychology of fear, but books can only take me so far. I need to feel it properly. I'm sure you have something. What, Isaiah? I hope that's it, because for some reason it's still not marked off. Yep, that's it. Oh, did you catch it, Korok? Nice, Junie. That's a cute one. Constance Bader. I'm not trying to hurt anyone, just shift their thinking a little. Sometimes all it takes is a suggestion in the right state of mind. Do you have anything suitable? Yeah, here. This'll make people listen to you. The hidden symbol for hypnosis. Perfect. We're cruising through these. My sons are out of control. Jail doesn't teach them anything. A year behind bars and they come back worse. I want them to feel the wrong they've done. Real penance so that they might change their ways. I think that'd be the binding seed. Makes you feel guilty. Yep. Yeah, I think if we click on this... I don't like how this makes me feel. It doesn't explicitly say guilty, but that's the description in the book. James, hello. There's a lawman snooping around the blacksmith's guild. Can't have them poking into parts of the business they're not supposed to, if you catch my drift. I need a way to keep them out. Is that... Oh, is that the Lunima? I think that's the Lunima. Keep people away from places they are not welcome. The 4 elemental symbols. It's like air, earth, fire, water, I think. Or water, fire. Still got a few more. I don't know what this thing is. This poor confused little guy. But we've got that one. 1, 2, 3 left. Oh, 4, the Zephyrim. Although I thought we confirmed that. Oh, and the Shin we never confirmed. Tormund's Bane, Zephyrim, Stormward, Shin. So what is that one? Maybe I just never marked it. I don't even know which... Did we label the Ambra? Or is that what the coffin is and the other secret room? Now I feel a little silly because I forgot. Okay, anyways. Next. My brother captains a small fishing vessel in Havrig. There was a big storm last month and 2 boats never came home. I remember what the old sailors used to carry. Charms, tokens, things to keep the sea calm or at least keep you afloat. I want to give him something like that just in case. Here you go. Made of driftwood, features an aquamarine gemstone, a stone of water. Confirmed. Oh, your tongue is paralyzed. Here, use this. Finally! I thought I'd be silent forever. I've been studying the eye and trying to give a voice to the markings on the stones. Next thing I knew, I couldn't speak. It has been a dreadful few weeks. You're welcome. I am full of righteous anger. I won't be taken advantage of anymore. It's time to fight back against my tormentor. He has bullied and threatened me all my adult life, and I've had enough. Okay, sure. I'll give this. Can't have any negative consequences. When inhaled, they can unlock deep wells of anger and channel them into powerful maelstrom. Here you go. You tell him, sis. Get him. You get him. A letter. Rain, again. Soaked to the bone before I'm halfway through my rounds. I'm fed up with it. I've got a few bob to spare if you know a way to keep me dry. Not a letter. Here. The item has numerous weather-related symbols and it's made of bronze. I got an achievement. And with that, I am done. Time for a well-earned rest. Right after I give Jupiter one last scratch behind the ears. I guess this is supposed to be the voice of Eli since we're the apprentice. This must be the Ambra then. It's the only thing I didn't label. Ambra. Sure. Cool. Well, that was easy. We already did all the legwork before this. Oh, here. I forgot. Here's another little guy-shaped thing. Another little guy-shaped thing. A weaving edge. A Scythian charm. And our compass. Oh, and this had a thing. This is also a stone. The chat staying on Pedro. Oh, your emote! What's wrong with that? We love Pedro. Alright, and my shelves are organized. Now what? What happens? Game over? I want more endings. Let me go back to another chapter. Dang. It really has no chapter select? Why? Oh, just kidding. I really was like, there's gotta be. Okay, now we can get into the good stuff. So pretty much day 18 was when it all started going down. And there's other days where we could make different choices. But this is the big day. Where'd you hear about this game? So we played a game called Strange Horticulture either last year or the year before. And this is like the sister game to that one. I heard about Strange Horticulture from one of my other streamer friends who was playing it. It's a really lovely indie puzzle game with plants, and it was right up my alley. Fierce, hi, how are you? Welcome in. Alright, so this is backtracking a little. Nasty, hello. Welcome. Thanks for the human hello. Because we did this one last time, but that's okay. Ta-da! Happy to be here. Hope you're doing well. You too, Fierce. We're gonna try to get a better ending. Because this is the piece of paper I was looking for before. Pillar of Calaris. This is the good ending we're gonna try to get this time instead of the blood ritual ending. I liked the blood ritual ending. The safest way to destroy powerful dark articles. Can only be produced at a place of significant thaumic convergence. Strength and weakness, light and darkness. Align the opposing powers at opposing compass points. With Korchin's light, the strong will be made weak and the dark will be made light. Okay, so this is the one... Oh, this is the bad ritual drawer. Let's put this over here. And this is strength and weakness. This is darkness and light. And then this is the light of Korchin. This game has different endings. Yeah. It is fun. It's cool. And there's a few choices along the way where you can give an NPC one of two items, or you can choose to give them nothing at all. And those are fun too. They affect the way the gameplay unfolds as well. Can be used at a place of significant thaumic convergence. That's what I'm not sure where that is, but maybe someone will come by the shop and tell us. So some of these might be repeats of earlier. Yeah, this we did last stream. Hat, welcome in. How are ya? I went looking for my brother and he's nowhere to be found. The good news is they didn't find what they were looking for. I moved the casket myself and hid it here in one of Strange Antiquities' vaults. It's safer now, but we can't leave it here for long. I have more to prepare, but I've left instructions on how to access the vault in the desk drawer. Thank you. Thank you, Eli. Just got off of work. Nice, nice. How was it? This is where we ended it last time. The lake has turned black. As omens go, I'd say that's probably quite a bad one. But the mail won't deliver itself. I found this note in an old writing desk at Gleeson Castle. I expect it will mean more to you. Fear in autumn, rising in winter. It feels all too prescient as we hurtle towards winter and a terrible, unknowable fate. And we did this one. Because it was this... randomly this square of the map. And got a bunch of stuff. time to end this. Now. Bring the casket to the pit. Okay. Time for another ritual. This one to banish darkness. Where's my instructions? Here. Nope. Here. Nope. Here. This is the ritual we did last time. A candle that gives off no light. An anchor that has never touched the ocean. A finger but not of flesh. Candle that gives up no light. An anchor that is not of the ocean. A finger that is not of flesh. Work was busy but not too busy. Alright. That's nice. I was telling chat when we started stream, work was absolutely dead today. Nothing happened. The casket! Retrieve the casket! No, gimme the casket. And go to the pit. The pit. The pit. Throw it in the pit. Here we go. Return to the slab. Hi, Magus. Welcome in. Time for another intense ending on Strange Antiquities. The sun is low in the sky as we arrive at the pit, casting a warm light across the treetops and the open fields. A solitary raven cries out from the tree line, and I look to the skies, but they are empty. The pit itself is an ominous sight that the otherwise serene atmosphere can do nothing to diminish. It is a scorched black hole, perhaps 5 meters in diameter, that has an unnatural look to it. This is a site of thalamic convergence. It is no simple thing to destroy an object of this kind. We need to set up opposing powers at opposing compass points, strength and weakness, light and darkness. And finally, we need the light of Korchin to bind them. Ooh. Does it say which compass points? No, it just says opposing. Darkness, light, weakness, strength, and light of Korchin? Hang on, let me fix the label. We're confident. I think the rest of these have all been confirmed. Okay. Ready? Eli inspects my work. His face shows little emotion, but he seems satisfied. By now, the sun has finished setting and only a hint of red afterglow remains in the darkening sky. The raven croaks his mournful cry once again, but this time there is a reply, and then another. I look up and see several dark shapes circling above. Quickly now, they're here. I spin round to follow Eli's gaze, and my pulse quickens as I look out across the field. A large group of shadowy figures is walking steadily towards us. We can't see their faces at this distance in the low light, but I'd be willing to bet that every one of them has pools of midnight for eyes. In the sky above, the ravens continue to grow in number, and their caws and cries get louder and louder. Ah! I look down at the black object in my hands. Such a small thing, and yet its seductive power is impossible to ignore. It wants to be opened. Suddenly it feels inevitable. The casket, now! But I'm not sure I want to give it to him. Oh my god. Oh my god! What's a Wixit cord? Something with the body. A freezing effect. Oh my god. No. None of that. Did I ever examine this thing? It doesn't really... Oh, a complex feeling comes over me. It is both horrifying and yet compelling. Before I cast it into the pit, I gotta label it. The wave of intoxicating power washes over me, but I hold strong against it. I hand over the casket, and together we begin activating the items arranged around the pit. Working as fast as we can, it still takes longer than we'd like, and when I look up again, the thaumaturge has fear in his eyes. It's not working. He's clutching the light of Corchin, but it is lifeless in his hands. Such a shame. I turn to see the occult scholar. Her eyes are black, and she has a dread vivant in her hands. Where did she get that from? Not Strange Antiquities, I hope. She must be using it to dampen the power of the light of Corchin. We will take the casket now. It will be opened. All around us, the black-eyed mob shrieks and cheers, jostling and shoving and tripping over one another in their frantic race to reach the casket. Those at the front are nearly upon us. All hope is lost. But the thaumaturge thinks faster than I do. He quickly activates a daedalus link and floats out across the pit, clutching the casket. The mob around me pays no attention. They only have eyes for the casket. Eli begins to speak, quietly at first, and then rising in volume until he is almost shouting. I am no longer afraid. I am the dirt beneath the ground and the rock below that. I am the dust stretched thin across empty space. I am everything cold and dead and dying. But I am also the heat and the light, the wind, the ice and the fire, the leaves on the tree and the water in the river. I am everything warm and alive and living. At that moment, Eli locks eyes with me, and suddenly I understand what I need to do. I charge forward and tackle the possessed scholar. I grapple with her, trying to prise the dread vivant from her hands, but she's surprisingly wiry and strong. We teeter closer and closer to the edge of the pit, and cold fear hits my stomach as I look down into its inky depths. With one last burst of energy, I grab Verona and twist my body, pushing with all my strength. She scrabbles at the bare dirt at the edge, but she is unable to find purchase, and she falls. I will never forget the look of shocked horror on her face as she plunges into the darkness of the pit. Eli wastes no time. As soon as he is able to, he activates the light of Corchin. Time stands still, and then there is a rush and a roar as a swirling vortex of blue-green light races up out of the pit. The full force of it strikes Eli, and he is obliterated by its power. The casket is sent soaring up into the night sky, where it seems to hang for a moment, turning slowly in the air until, with a shrieking, splintering crash, it shatters into 1,000 pieces, and then there is nothing but smoke and the smell of ozone, and all is quiet. Eli's death has hit me hard in the aftermath of the events at the pit. Without his sacrifice, the casket would have surely been opened and devastation and horror unleashed on the world. But it is Verona that keeps me up at night. I have spoken to her daughter, Simone, and she does not blame me, but I can't help replaying it over and over in my mind, trying to will a different outcome into existence. I fear I will forever be haunted by it. It has been some small comfort to learn that those who were under the casket's spell have been released. They remember nothing from their ordeal, but there seems to be no lingering ill effects, and Dr. Robertson says they all have made a full recovery. The end. Ending 7. Wow. Eli sacrificed himself to save us. Verona killed by your own hand. Rebecca alive and able to paint again. Barton. Perhaps sensibly, he left Undermere when it looked like clear disaster was on the horizon. Edmund stayed at the castle. Francesca, glad her patients recovered, but saddened by the one she could not save. Bonnie is missing. Audrey murdered by her own bloodthirsty followers. Jack never recovered. Interesting. Thaddeus ashamed of the part he played. Yeah. I don't feel like that's something we can change. Simone's missing her mother. Jupiter is just fine. A noble death. The casket has been destroyed, but at what cost? Ending 7. I was thinking we got the 3rd of 3, but no. But I kind of understand. Also, hi, Michelle. Thank you for the watch streak. Hello. Welcome anybody who came in during the ending. It was intense. Semi, hello. I have played The Room. Yeah, Noir, those are good. I just love the writing and the intensity of these endings. They're so fun to stream and like, dun, 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 you know? You know what I mean? The cat looks like Charles and Duncan. Aww. So I think what we can change now, I don't know if we can change it tonight. I'm pretty sure there's a point in which I don't know about Verona though. How we could save her. But I think there's a point in which we help Audrey command her followers in a better manner. And we shouldn't have done that. We should have given her a different item so she wouldn't be like so in control of her followers. This Jack, I think we gave the wrong item. I think there was a way to save him and I just did it wrong. Because if Verona hadn't shown up with the mob of followers, Eli wouldn't have had to sacrifice himself. But I don't know how, like maybe just Verona shows up and not with all those people behind her, and then you're able to just do the ritual by itself. But she has, what does she have with her? The Dread Vivint, the thing from the game logo. And I don't know how she got it. And then the other ending we could have gotten was when we were holding the casket, we could have chosen to open it. Without doing the blood ritual that we did in the other ending, I feel like just opening the casket by itself, we would just immediately become cursed and everybody would be cursed. Like, I don't think anything really happens from that. Because that would be us giving the Wixit cord to Eli. Interesting. Well, we could do that one and see it, just to see another ending tonight. I like that you can scroll through the credits. Wow. Thanks to the team. Alright. And then I should have made another save file like right before the ending, because I'm pretty sure we'll have to do all that again. Again. Yeah, because we only have one day 18 Sunday. Do you want to see what happens when we open the casket? I do. Okay, let's do all this again and then make a better like quick save point. We're speedrunning this part at this point. Yeah. Oh, actually, we're gonna take a quick break before we do that, because I forgot we have an ad coming. So when we come back, we'll do the other ending. Hello. Let's do it. I was ready for the next ending. Oh, you know, I could have been speed running through this part we already did while you were on break. Oh well. I'll speed run it now. Hello, yes, you gave me instructions for the casket. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Fear in autumn, rising in winter. Da 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 da. You got a pigeon. We have pigeons in the pond? I forgot about that. Okay. Right, these are our ritual drawers. So we also learned that this compass is not... We don't need that for the ritual. And now all my stuff isn't organized how I want it to be. Forget how I had it. Just gonna do a quick little fix here, don't mind me. Bone and stone. Oh no, I remember what we did. We put these over here. Wait, what? No, I don't even remember what I did. Whoops. Oh yeah, we put the cat over with the little guys. Was that it? Was that pretty much everything? Except for the stuff in the drawer. Okay, so now let's make a save here. If it'll even let us, that I'm not even sure. And I just wish there was a way to keep this from... Like, can I lock this away somewhere? Is that even a thing? Let's try. First... Oh, you can't make an autosave. What if I do this? But then no matter what, it's going to... So it makes us save at the start of every day. So I would have to replay all of day 17 to make my start of day 18 different, maybe? I don't know. I don't understand how these work, because these, you can only do a new game with these ones. Huh. Questionable. Alright, well, now we know. A candle that gives off no light. You'd think I have memorized this by now, but no. An anchor that's not an anchor. A finger that's not a finger. Oh, wait, I don't even need to do this yet. Well, sure I do. Because Eli's about to come over and say, the time is now. Come here. Ooh, you can seal stuff away. That's kind of cool. Now, I don't know if it'll do anything. The treasure in the dwarf's home? What's the boat? Huh? That was way too long ago for me to remember, Magus. That is an intense Noctic field, wow. Oh, the anchor. Yeah, I forgot about that. It's time to end this now. Autosave. Make me a save state. Go to the pit. You can either end the game at this little circle or this little circle. This one or this one. This one or this one. They're kind of the same thing. Ooh. Maybe there's an ending where the two circles converge and you do both rituals at the same time. Or I wonder if you can go to the Bleak Stones and instead of participating in the ritual, you can like end the cult for good and then they don't come follow you over to the pit. That's another thought. We could try that. Alright, let's do this one first. We just read this. We need to set up the thing. Which drawer? Which drawer? This one. Oops. I guess it doesn't matter where you put the different things. Okay, this is the same. There's a bunch of crows. Caw-caw! A large group of shadowy figures approaches. Oh, but I can't do this and see if locking away the Vivint worked. I have to choose one or the other. Dang it! Well, I don't even know which. I still have this labeled as not a Babelia. That's funny. I'm not even sure which one is the Wixic cord. Maybe that's what this is. I don't know. Well, shoot. Medusa stones. Simple looking objects that produce a paralyzing effect. It's not that guy, that one's confirmed. I can't concentrate with all the chanting. Oh man, I don't even know where that thing is. Is it over here? Now I'm extra confused. The music, yeah, it's good. Oh, found it. I was like, I know I have this thing. Alright, we're gonna choose chaos, and then I'll set it up again if I have to. I bring up the Wixit cord as the thaumaturge realizes what is happening. He lunges at me, but he is too slow. His body stiffens and falls to the ground. I am surprisingly calm now that I have given in to the casket's dark power, but a raucous chorus of shrieks and cries breaks me from my reverie. The mob is upon me. As I look out at the manic faces baying for blood, my gaze lands on one that is calmer than the others. I am surprised to find that I recognize her. It's Verona Green, the occult scholar. Wait! The apprentice begins to understand. She holds up her hand and the group comes to a stop, all staring at me with their lifeless black eyes. You see now, it is inevitable. The casket will be opened. I barely hear her. My mind is filled with one thought only. Slowly savoring the moment, I reach down and open the clasp that holds the Nalian casket shut. The mob cheers, but I don't even notice. Time slows and the rushing roar of my own heartbeat fills my ears. I open the casket. Dark power flows through me. The rhythms and worries of my former life are meaningless to me now. It is hard to remember even what they were. Devastation and darkness surround me, but I feel nothing. Why should I care? Even the nameless gods bow to me now. I am immortal. I am powerful. I am a god. Cool. Everyone else died. Cursed, 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 cursed. Ending 8, a seductive power. The power of the casket could not be contained. I fear nothing. I feel nothing. So, the sacrament was supposed to save Audrey from the casket. I don't even remember what happened with the casket last time. We opened it, right? But we did the sacrament first to save us. And she became the leader, but it was like super short-lived because her own followers killed her or something. I forget how. Because now I'm kind of getting the two different... Verona has sort of become her own cult leader. And Audrey's the OG cult leader, and I'm getting the two confused. Jupiter. He is resilient and resourceful, surviving and thriving. I guess I also don't have to... do all the side quests before doing the ending. I don't have to solve those every time. Jupiter cannot be stopped. Hi, monster. Welcome in. We can just keep doing this over and over and skipping the other parts. Like, I don't need to go get the shin every time. Oops. Again. Oops. Don't care. Time to end this. Now! Bring the casket to the pit! Again! I wonder what happens if I don't get to the... Like, if I don't open the thing... No, you have to. Because even if we didn't get the casket out of the vault, I'm sure we get there and it's like, give me the casket. And you have to open up the door and get it out. It won't let you proceed without either choosing that or the Wixit cord. Okay, this, and this. There's so many things I wish I could do to set this up better to save scum, but whatever. It's not that bad. It's not that bad to save scum. Alright, we've got our cutie little box. Oops. We're still gonna lock this thing away. And we'll know pretty quickly whether or not this does anything different. There's ravens, there's a hole. Quick now, put the things in the thing. I guess we could also probably get an ending from performing these rituals incorrectly. Hey, you caught me! Okay, here's the casket. We work as fast as we can. It's not working. He's clutching the light of Corchin. Okay, so she gets a Dread Vivint regardless. I don't know how. You're worth cash money. So then, I don't know how this one can go any differently. Yeah, this one goes the same way. Da 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 da. Okay, try again. Ooh, oh my god, so many noises. Sorry. Bombarded by noises. Let's try. Whoa. Oh, this is. I accidentally pressed start a new game. No! No! One more. Just one more I want to try. Okay, the lake has turned black. Now we're going over to the other ritual, but we're gonna try to make it go wrong so that these people don't follow us to the good ritual. We go to the island. Audrey's there. She does not have Noctic Sight. She's not a zombie yet. She's with her Holgar clan, her Holgar cult. We go to the Bleak Stones. If you missed this, there's a video of it from the other night. It's pretty fun. The priest's followers stand motionless, their heads bowed. The casket will be opened, and when it is, we alone shall be spared. Her followers let out a cheer that is more of a bloodthirsty roar. The priest gestures towards the 4 stone plinths arranged in a semicircle in the center of the ring of slate. Arrange the sacrament while I prepare. So then this one has different instructions. No. Spring, a charm of green growth. Summer, a yellow pendant. Autumn, an instrument of the red night. And blue flame. Get out of here. As I've been preparing this sacrament, the priest has built a pyre. There's a bunch of crows. Ravens, I'm sorry, ravens. The ravens have eyes. The priest produces a mask from within her cloak and places it over her face. The imposing atmosphere builds in intensity, and I take a deep breath to calm my pulse. Let us begin. As she says these words, the damp pyre erupts into flame, whether by some trick or magic, I couldn't say, but the priest with her torch is some distance away. Her dark eyes sparkle beneath the pale mask. Great Holgar, I bring you light and life. I bring you spring and summer, autumn and winter on this day of reckoning. A rhythmic chanting begins to sound across the circle, and now the casket. Her eyes lock with mine, and I feel suddenly weak under her gaze. She reaches out a hand expectantly. How does she know I have the casket? The chanting dies and is replaced by awed whispers as the acolytes catch on. I flounder, not knowing what to do, but I decide the only thing I can do is surrender to her power. Okay, so this one you have to hand over the casket. Interesting. I don't think these two endings can be connected then, because I'm pretty sure the only thing that happens at the end of this one is everyone dies, but we'll find out. So now we have to go get it, because I didn't bring it with me. I kneel and offer up the Nalian casket to the priest. I have waited a long time for this moment. She takes the casket from me and places it reverentially atop the kingstone. As she turns to face me, I feel a sudden chill down my spine. She's holding the weaving edge. This part is when it's like, oh no, I thought I was helping. Holgar, I give you this gift of life that is not mine to give. Cold fear grips me as I realize how naive I have been. She didn't bring me here to be saved by Holgar's protective embrace. She brought me as a sacrifice. She advances calmly towards me with the blade held at her side, pale mask wet with rain and shining in the light from the pyre. The chanting rises in volume and intensity. I must act quickly. Alright, so last time we did the thunder, let's try Corvin's Might, see what happens. I brandish the Corvin's Might, hoping that the threat will be enough to deter the priest. But she whirls towards me with madness in her eyes, her red cloak swirling behind her like a wave of blood. So this one does nothing. She lunges at me faster than I am ready for, and I barely manage to avoid the blade as her arm comes scything towards me. On her second attack, the weaving edge plunges into my shoulder, and I cry out in pain. But somehow I keep the hold of the bloodstone totem in my other hand. With one last desperate act, I conjure Corvin's power and direct it at the crazed priest. There's a bright flash, and I am sent reeling backwards. The priest crumples to the floor, dead. A cheer goes up around the circle, and I am horrified to see an acolyte run forward and dip the weaving edge in the priest's blood. Oh no. I shudder to see their coldness laid bare. These people do not care who is sacrificed to save their skins as long as it is not them. The acolyte takes the dripping red blade and plunges it into the casket, and the world goes black. Oopsies, that didn't work either. The casket has been opened. We fulfilled the sacrament and were spared, but with the priest dead, the spell's been broken and the congregation has begun to splinter. I was never really one of them, but there are some who look to me for leadership now. They seem to think I am more dangerous than I really am. I shudder to think what will happen when they find out I am not. Yikes, that was the worst one of all. Ending 4, Holgar's Wrath. Everyone dies. Everyone's cursed. Okay, well, I feel like I'm really gonna have to do some more digging to get a better ending, because we tried pretty much everything I could do from day 18, I think. Unless anybody can think of something I missed. I could also look it up. But I don't know if I go back and change, like, day 17. Get good? Thanks, Megas. I don't think I can just skip forward again. I think I would have to do, like, 17, 18, 19. And then I would have to do 16, 17, 18, 19. Or just 16, 17, 18. Which we have time for tonight, but I don't know how much I want to do the same thing. Those ones that we did tonight were all pretty similar. From like what we had done previously. I'm gonna do a little look it up. Just a quick little peek. Okay. There are 9 spoilers. Whoops, spoilers. I know we've already been doing spoilers, but mega spoilers because I'm looking at a guide. There are 9 endings. There's one secret one that's not in this guide because it's special. To avoid rewriting the same information for the start of day 18, you can find a walkthrough for Eli's final riddle. Okay. Some endings begin branching well before day 18, which we've, I feel like, figured out today. Mike, hello, welcome in. 1, 6, 7, and 8, which we got 7 and 8 tonight, so why couldn't I get 1? I think, was 6 what we got before? No. The story branches on day 15. Dang. Do we want to do 15, 16, 17, and 18? Again? I could try to click fast. I would really like to get ending 1. We couldn't get 7 because... Wait. Semi, I see what you're trying to do. It didn't work. Okay, and then... Oh, interesting. So we got the two endings for Audrey, which would have been locked if I hadn't given her the item to control her cult, which I had talked about earlier. So I'm glad we gave that to her because it got us 2 of the endings. And then 2 and 5 are locked from day 5. Wow. Okay. No, not day... I did the right thing on day 5. Day 13. So I have to go back to day 13 for 2 of the endings. Day 15 for 2 of the other endings. And then the last one that I don't have is secret, secret, secret. Shh. So secret. Shh. This game is so cool. It's simple. Like, you can get an ending and be done with it. You don't have to go that deep, but if you really want to keep pulling at threads and do a bunch of different stuff, you can, which is pretty cool. Dang. Okay, looking at his... There's a whole section just for Barton Potter, and his stuff is a whole nother... Like, that's... We could try to do his story, which we completely missed. Because it's different from everything else I did. I don't know, maybe. You want to try that? See something new? Sure. This is all that I have on my schedule for the night. Day 13. At some point I will have to pass out, but not right now. Enjoying the vibes. Thanks, Fierce. I mean, the only other thing on my schedule is sleep. In like an hour. We've got time to do at least one more sequence. Now these... well, at any point in the story, I think you can, like, go to the map to retrieve things you missed, so I'm not gonna do these hints unless we find out we need them for story progression. I have to carry a secret. We have fish and strangeness. What more could we want? It's the perfect combination. It's a lot of weight to carry around in my head. It's getting harder to bear. It'd be safer in an ecumenical. Here you go. Enjoy. Ignore all my labels because at this point in the game they were all wrong. People are getting restless. They're following the priest around. That isn't good. Yeah. I can't speed up the... Oh, maybe I can click through the dialogue, actually, and make it go faster. Capture a wandering shroud. Do I need to do that? I don't know. We just talked to you. Transferring the secret adds an extra step. It's safer than walking around. I need a truth conduit. Okay, here. Evelyn, hello. I've never felt more tired or more devoid of life. I have an apathy. Grace of Grey. Oh, I don't remember which one is Grey's Grace, though. Oh, here. Okay, he's here. I've had a tip-off about something exciting. Have you come across a so-called nameless gods? Did you also know that tall stones that you sometimes find in high places were once doorways? Oh, here's the exciting part. An inscription has appeared on the stone that sits atop Weatherlim. This is where you come in. I'm confident that a pit will open the doorway. The other option is the Babelia to read the inscription. But they say that if you read the language of the nameless gods, you become cursed, which I can't say I like the sound of. So when we did this, I said pit because I didn't want to become cursed. And I also didn't know which thing was the Babelia. Now we know which thing is the Babelia. I forgot about that interaction. Because we had the Babelia at the time, but I didn't know it. Thank you. I hope this works. Here's a token of my appreciation. Something for you to ponder over. A candle. Sort of. Okay. I want to try to do this on stream because I feel like with Strange Horticulture, there was other endings I wanted to get or stuff I wanted to do. And I never went back to it. Sometimes if I don't stream it, it doesn't end up happening. So it is nice to be able to be like, no, we're doing this now. It's part of tonight's scheduled activities. It's gonna happen. Some people claim not to fear death. They say that dying scares them, but not death itself. Not me. Not the great Thomas Pope. We're doing it live. Exactly, Semi. Alone, I think, is this thing. Yeah. Hand of Jupiter. Agnes, how do you do? Unexpected death in the family. We need a heart chamber. You know what I will do real quick is turn on the option for auto labeling since we have already finished the game. Found a note. I should have given it to you. What is it? Okay, thank you. I don't care. Something isn't right at the museum. I'm worried it's my fault. I hope my brother would be back by now. I've had an idea, though. I'm no thaumaturge, but I think I can weaken it using a witherance. I don't think this is gonna work, buddy. Self-sealing stem bolt. I'm in full nog mode. There you go. Enjoy. I love all the things we have in the fish pond. It's so good. At some point, Verona is supposed to come by, I think. Maybe on... I thought on 15. My mind is severed. Need Mether. Which one do you need, though? Solemn? I think? Restful. Or abrasive. Here. Such a vibe to watch you play this and fish at the same time. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad y'all like fishing. Sometimes I worry it's like distracting from the game, but I think it's nice to just, I don't know, like have a little mini game. Where's Nogchamp when you need it? I thought we had Nogchamp. I like having both. I'm glad. There's Nogchamp. Interesting, I don't think I noticed this until I was kind of going through quick, but the customers, when you help them, almost always give you a page for the book, not an item. But then the little clues you get, like to go to different locations, and little riddles you get from pages, that's how you get your items. Sometimes a customer will give you an item, but not very often, it seems. It wasn't popping up for you? Oh, bummer. Keep forgetting to fish because I'm usually Minecrafting. Nice. Also a good game to have open on the side. Next. Okay. No, Francesca. But we're waiting for Verona to show up. Discovered something via the thalmic needle. The woman who tried to swim across the lake was compelled to do so by an invisible force. She was looking for something, and whatever it is, it's right here in Undermere. I decided to experiment with the Ambra. When I was under its spell, I heard whispers. Something was calling to me, and it left me feeling terribly afraid. This must be what's keeping my patients in their trance-like state. I've never used a Gaudian siren before, but it occurred to me I might be able to use it to drown out the whispers. Oh, did it auto-label the, this? No. She didn't show up. Why didn't she show up? Maybe because I locked her ending by helping Barton? I don't know. Oh, no, because that was day 14. Okay, she shows up on day 15. I got my days mixed up. This was a cute clue. I liked this one. Simone! Good morning. Yes, and you too, Jupiter. I'm getting more concerned about my mother. Hearing about the poor lady who drowned frightened me. But she'll turn up. She always does. I've had another breakthrough. I'm certain it's a clue that leads to another hidden part of Strange Antiquities. It probably is. Thank you. Thank you for the Meether. I've seen into the yawning deep. I've seen beauty beyond the comprehending mind. The price is steep, but I pay it gladly. My shadow anchor is broken, must replace. Oh, it did auto-label. Thank you. Audrey, hello. Ah, yes. The blood ritual instructions. Thank you. We won't be needing those. Loki want some goldfish crackers? That does sound really good. I tried this new... I tried this new snack from Kroger. It's supposed to be like a Cheetos alternative or like a Funyuns alternative. And the bag had, it said rings on the bag. So you're thinking like, oh, Funyun, like big rings, except they're supposed to also have a cheese flavor in addition to being oniony. And I opened it and the rings are like this big. They're so tiny. It's not what I was expecting at all. but they're super lightweight. You're mostly eating air. They're okay. I forget what they're called. Okay, Barton. This is important. Spent a long time looking for an object that is believed to have been lost in the catacombs. Bone-filled alcove. Okay. We should probably go there. The last good onion rings I had were 400 miles away. Oh no. I mean, I'm not talking about onion rings. I'm talking about Funyuns. Very different vibes, but I do love an onion ring. I watched a TikTok yesterday of a lady who made something called an onion boil, and I couldn't figure out why it was called that, because it wasn't boiled, it was baked in the oven. But it was like an onion where they'd taken out the middle, and she put in a cored jalapeno, and then she mixed up like a cream cheese jalapeno thing that you would put in a jalapeno popper, put that inside, wrapped the entire thing in bacon, and then put this like savory sauce on the outside of that. It was a lot. I'd try it though. I don't know about this. Sounds decadent. Yeah, it could go either way. Barton, hello. So we haven't seen this before. This is new. He got cursed. Okay, and I don't have the thing we need, so that must be from one of my other clues that I need to do. Alright, I don't know which one, though. Sorry, Barton. Give me a second. I gotta find what I gotta find where your item is. I don't think I have it yet. You had me at bacon. There you go. This one is at pine and woodcutters. Okay, we do need that for later, potentially. Oh. What's this one? Oh, come on. This is getting out of hand. A stone for dark purposes. A stone of the earth, a stone of death. Oh, I forget how to do this one. Stone for dark purposes. Something. And this was the stone of death. Stone of the earth. Oh, I think we used this one. I think it can probably be anything with those stones on it, though. If his item is actually here already and I'm doing all this, I'll feel really bad. Okay, and this was Knight of Thorns, which was the 1356 grave, I think. This is me, for anybody just seeing this game for the first time today, this is me catching up on puzzles we already did on previous streams. Oh, that's not it either. Okay. And then, what's this one? Blessings in Spring, Rising in Autumn. Wait, do I not have my little decoder thing yet? So I probably have to do the castle vault first. Any object made from silver or gold that produces a diurnal field. Dang it. That's a selenic field. What's something? Are you made of gold? That's a mentic field. Stone and gold, does that count? That's a Wixic field. What did I use for this last time? I don't think you produce a field. I'm sorry, bro. This one's probably a Dradic field. What about you? Oh, but I think you're made of bronze. Yeah. Oh, what about you? I think you worked. Yay! Okay, Castle Vault, Moonstone Guardian. Where'd she go? This guy's just standing here this whole time. I feel so bad. I'm sorry, Barton. I'm sorry, Barton. Mars in winter, rising in summer. Okay, slowly but surely knocking these out. And then this can be archived. This can be archived. This can be archived. So what was the one I was looking for? Oh. Dang it, all my labels are wrong. Oh no, I need the Wandering Shroud, which we didn't do. God, this is so annoying. Alright, I have an ad coming, so we gotta do that before we can finish his storyline. I'm sorry. It'll be quick. Thanks, everybody. Hello. I did one thing on the break. I had to pull one of the hints out of the archive. Blessings in spring, rising in autumn. I'm hoping this is it. Because I don't want to do that whole other thing, but I bet we have to do that whole other thing because it's a Barton Potter thing. Okay, but which one of these is blessings? I don't know. Welcome back. Thank you, Trav. Thank you. I just really want to go down this ending path because it seems very different from what we've seen already. But I'm sorry it's taking so long. Yay! Finally! He's been standing there for so long. Thank you! I don't even know how I managed to get down from Weatherlam. Everything went dark after reading the inscription on the tall stone, but somehow I knew if I made it to Strange Antiquities I would be okay. Through the darkness, I received a message from the Nameless Ones. They seek an item called the Nalian Casket. If we give it to them, they promise to free those it has infected. I don't think we have a choice. At least we can be certain of one thing. If they have the casket, they will not allow it to be opened. Aha! All they desire, all they value, is power. And opening the casket would release all of its contained power. Interesting. Okay, but then we know the casket ends up with Sadius. So there's not much we can do about that. Okay, and Verona's here now. The time has come to decide, Thaumaturge. It's more that we don't want you to feel frustrated. Aw, no, I'm good, Fierce, thank you. He's so patient. Patience is a virtue, especially when you're cursed, yeah. The casket wants to be opened. The casket will be opened. Nothing can stop it now, and yet there is a part of its mind that cannot be quieted. Help me calm the clamoring rage inside my head. This is your chance to elevate yourself above the scurrying ants that absently crawl through their meaningless lives. Okay, so I gave her abrasive Mether. And that locked out a different ending. It purges unwanted memories. But what the Zephyrim does, I feel like what I did unintentionally was I purged her like good memories, and she fully committed to being possessed by this power. This will unlock deep wells of anger and channel them into a powerful maelstrom. But maybe, it'll expel the anger. I don't know. I just know we're supposed to do this to get certain endings that I haven't already seen. Gris. Okay. Speedrun. I wish I want to look up too. Actually, maybe we'll do this at the end of stream. Each of the end of day texts, because together they form a really interesting backstory. But you're given them in tiny tidbits over the for us over the course of like 6 weeks, because we've been playing this game once a week, and so it was hard for me to remember what they each said and what it meant for the greater story. So I would love to read those all together. I remember this one. Someone has fallen ill. I would like a Nephroquint. I'm pretty sure it's this. Yup. Dread Vivint description. Underhill has some items. Oh, this is at the Twinings. Excuse me, sorry. 15. Oh. Good job, Jupiter. I forgot about this. I wonder what happens if I don't use the Wixit cord. Thought it was Duncan for a second. No, it was Jupiter. I'm tempted to do this, but what day is this? It's like the very beginning of day 16. I can try this another time. I would be so mad if this stopped the run. Listen to me talking about the run. You know what I mean. Something bad is about to happen. The ravens know it. Here's your Cassander. This is a fun memory game to see how quick I can, like, recall. Oh yeah, I solved this one. What is it? Gilbert. A Gris. Anytime it's not a main character, I'm like, eh, what do you want? Your memory's better than I feel mine would be in this situation. Especially as spread out as this playthrough has been, I'm kind of happy that I'm able to remember these. Preparing my sword. I forget what this is called. Folium? Folium. I just remember it's the basilisk. The basilisk thing. Okay, the doctor. She's important. I have a Duncan here. The patients escaped. Can I help you to not have the patients escape? Because that would be nice for that other ending. It said I have no idea where they've gone. I wonder if you can find them on the map somewhere, too. Note to self, do day 16 over again. This actually isn't that bad of a replay. I was thinking it would be a lot more tedious than it is, but it's not too bad. Okay. Oh, I have to... Oh... I have to do the dang Wandering Shroud thing if I want to get anything from deep in the catacombs. How do I do that? This. Little stream up through the woods to a hilltop. This? Yeah. This. I have to do this. And then I was always like, why do I have this thing with a Wandering Shroud on my shelf? It's because if I don't do it, I can't get like half the stuff. So now we gotta go back to here. Okay. Fun. And then the other one I needed to do was here. The sun's light will reveal my gift. Okay, I don't know that I needed that for a story progression, but here it is. And then let's do this last map one real quick. This one is here, here, here. Oh, I don't think this one is that important either. Whatever. Did we get the one in the bone chamber? I can't remember if I got this one. Oops. This was a mistake, is all it says. Oh. 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 I wonder if this is why she has a Dread Vivin, is because I gave one to Thaddeus? I don't know. Ugh. I don't really want to give him the Dread Vivint because that's what got us like the noble ending. Of course, we're not even going for that ending right now. Ugh. Here, have a Lunama. Maybe that'll actually keep Verona away from the museum, because she doesn't take the casket. Eli goes and picks it up. And it's not like Thaddeus needs the Vivint to handle the casket. Just leave it where it is, bro. Oh, because they say they've ransacked the museum. Oh, interesting. Okay, I think that was a good move, what I just did. I don't know. We'll see. And then we go to the library across the street. And we use our Babilia to read them. that I needed to do that first story progression. Excuse me. Excuse me. Briggick charm. Eli, thank goodness you're back. Pillar of Calaris, okay. Pillar instructions are important. Honestly, we can, like, archive this thing and archive this bishop square thing. I don't need that. Aw, not a main character. I would like a blood beck. Done. Say no more. Easy. Don't even need to read it. Oh. Oh no, I picked wrong. Damn it. Secret ending. Thaddeus runs along the dark corridor, his eyes wide with terror. He clutches the largest remaining shard of the shattered lunama in his hand. He only has one thought in his head. He must not allow his pursuers to reach the casket. He will draw them to the armory. It's his only hope. His heart sinks as he rounds the corner. No! 3 more black-eyed assailants are coming from the other direction. He is trapped. His final thoughts are consumed by fear. There is nothing stopping them now. The casket will be opened. It's all his fault. No! 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 I was all excited. Okay, also, these sequences with this thing, if you don't use your mouse properly, it gets like way out of whack, and the mouse is over here on this monitor, and I'm just trying to control this thing. Thanks, Fierce. Okay, well maybe that didn't matter because we're going for the Barton ending. I guess we'll find out. Eli's pissed. Interesting. It's still ransacked no matter what item you choose. They didn't find what they were looking for. Okay, so the casket, they still didn't get it. Interesting. The lake is black. Hey! This is new. I've discovered the missing piece of the puzzle. There's an ancient shrine to the nameless gods at the skull of Blencathra. I read that wrong. It seems humanity tried worshipping them once, long ago, before we learned how little they care for us. We must take the casket there. Whatever happens, we must not allow it to be opened. Uh-oh. And Eli's like, don't go there. Bring the casket to the hole. I mean the pit. Alright, I don't care about this. Kitty. New ending! New ending! I meet with Barton Potter at the entrance to the catacombs. Ready? You have the casket? Not yet. Ah. Here you go, buddy. I show him the small black chest and his hand moves up to rub the side of his eye absent-mindedly. Smaller than I remember. Than you remember? We begin our descent into the depths, down twisting tunnels and past silent tombs. It is hard going and we pass the time deep in thought, only speaking when we need to consult the map. Finally, we come to a large cavern. Illuminated by our flickering torches is the giant skull of some long-dead beast, huge and terrifying and ominous. The skull of Blencathra. It is too big to have found its way through the tight tunnels, so it is not clear how it got here, but we don't have time to ponder that now. It soon becomes apparent that our journey has only just begun. The skull marks the entrance to a new system of tunnels, ones that are not marked on our map. We trudge onwards deeper into the earth, trying not to think about the pressing weight of rock above our heads. Stop! He says it so abruptly that I nearly drop the torch in panic. Then I see it. A terrifying chasm in the path ahead. By some trick of the shadows and with my mind elsewhere, I had come close to stepping out into nothing. This is going to be tricky. At first, I don't see how we can get past this obstacle. We've got a levitating charm. The gap is too big to jump and attempt to traverse. It would be too dangerous. Then I remember the items I have with me. Surely there is something I can make use of? Yeah, I just forget what it's called. Daedalus link? Yeah. My mind is a steel trap. I activate the levitation field around us and feel an unsettling sensation as my feet leave the ground. We float slowly across the chasm and my heart beats faster in my chest. It is tempting to race across to the other side and feel solid rock beneath our feet again, but a Daedalus link requires a delicate balancing act and must be used slowly and carefully. We reach the other side with great relief and continue on our way down the narrow corridor. Another obstacle. I'm the first one to spot the next obstacle. As we approach a bend in the tunnel, I see a flickering orange light, sending shadows dancing across the wall. Peering around the corner, I am confronted by a bright light that my eyes struggle to adjust to. A wall of intense flame fills the passage from floor to ceiling. We have a charm for this. An impossible, bright yellow-orange fire swirling and billowing and roaring in a place where it should not be. I watch mesmerized for a moment, trying to work out where the fire is coming from before being forced to retreat from the heat. What is it? I explain our hopeless predicament, and as I do, I realize that perhaps it is not so hopeless after all. Perhaps there is a way through. Yeah, the thing that's made of basilisk scales. Safely on the other side of the fire-filled tunnel, the passageway begins to widen and soon it opens out into a vast cavern. Ancient stalagmites reach up towards delicate stalactites that spear down from the ceiling far above. It is strangely warm, perhaps heated by the same unnatural fire that we have just come through. In its center sits a dark pool. Its black depths are featureless, the flickering torchlight offering no reflection upon its surface. Blencathra's basin. What do we do now? I'm stunned. I thought he knew what he was doing. We begin to explore our surroundings, both of us instinctively staying away from the edge of the imposing dark pool. We scour every corner of the cavern looking for some clue as to how to proceed, but after a lengthy search, we find nothing. My companion is growing impatient. I guess we just throw it in? I'm not so sure about this plan, but before I can react, Barton has grabbed the casket and taken it up to the edge of the water. He pauses, contemplating, when suddenly a shuddering vibration rocks the cavern and knocks us both off our feet. Oh my god. The surface of the pool swirls and churns as three terrifying appendages burst out from the depths. They're long and black and spiny, and they stab and scrabble at the rock floor around the relic hunter. Ah! Barton is stabbed through the abdomen, and a second appendage pierces his chest, killing him instantly. No, Barton! You shouldn't have come! It all happened so quickly. Before I know it, the spiny appendages have retreated below the surface of the pool once more, carrying Barton's body and the Nalian casket with them, and the black waters return to stillness. I shiver despite the warmth of the cavern and turn and run without looking back. What the hell? None of these endings are good. It has been several weeks now, and I still wake sweating and screaming in the night. I cannot sleep without a Moonstone Guardian at my bedside, and even then it is a turbulent, disturbed sleep. Every night I relive the terror of those moments in the catacombs. Every night I try to rewrite what happened and save Barton. Every night I fail and watch him die again. I am grateful that at least his sacrifice was not in vain. Those who were under the casket's spell, including my friend Verona, have been released. They remember nothing from their ordeal, but there seems to be no lingering ill effects, and Dr. Robertson says they have all made a full recovery. And yet still something feels unresolved. I cannot shake the feeling that whatever took the casket was not the recipient we intended. I push these thoughts from my mind, but at night my resolve is weaker and the fear takes hold. I can only hope that time will help, but something tells me that these wounds will never fully heal. Wow. Ending 2, Disturbed Sleep. I am tormented by the memory of Barton Potter's death, but Undermere is safe once more. I mean, the best ending we've gotten so far for the fate of the people. Eli's alive. Is Thaddeus gone? Okay, he did die from the encounter at the museum, which I feel like I could have saved him with the thingy. The Vivint. The Dread Vivint. We've failed Jack every single time. I feel like that must be day 3. Angry you didn't do as he asked. Verona was saved. Rebecca was saved. Barton died. Killed by some eldritch entity while trying to give the casket to the nameless gods. Whoopsies. Good night, Junie. Thanks for hanging out. Glad her patients recovered. Saddened by the one she could not save. So Jack is the one that she could not save this whole time. And we've never been able to find Bonnie. I forgot she tried to murder Barton. I gotta replay this entire game. Guess what? We're doing it again. I don't think we can save Audrey. I mean, the only way you can save Audrey is if you open the casket, which we've all seen how that goes. And she lives but, like, for a short time. I wonder if there's a way you can prevent the patients from escaping, though. Because then they wouldn't kill her. Or no, the patients... No, I'm thinking of the wrong mob again. There's 2 mobs. I don't think there's anything I can do for her. Aside from make her followers less bloodthirsty. Have a good one, Hat. Have a good grocery run. Thanks for hanging out. Simone, alive, ready for a new challenge. Jupiter, rescued, fully recovered from his catnapping ordeal. Ugh, this game is cool. So that one, the only other way I can think to have changed it was the Dread Vivint, which would have potentially kept Thaddeus alive. I'm curious. I want to read something real quick. Interesting. Oh, okay. I just read the guide. There's another thing from early on for this path that we didn't do, so from day 5. I don't think I would have been able to go back that far in the playthrough tonight, but another time. Cool. But if we had done that, we wouldn't have gotten the ending I just got. So we were able to unlock endings. Two, 7, 8. Three and 4. 5 of the 9 endings. That's pretty good. Two, 3, 4, 7, 8. Now let me look at my Steam achievements. Yep. We got one for the priest past last stream. It's called the Bleak Stones. We got one tonight for Eli's Path, Pillar of Calaris, and then we got one for Barton's Path, Skull of Blenconthur. So we did the 3 like trees and got one, at least one from each of those. Fascinating stuff. Okay. That was a lot. Good times. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Thanks for playing this with me. I don't know that I'll stream more. I really wanted to make a video that was like all Strange Antiquities endings, but I haven't gotten them all, so I don't know if I'll do that or not. We'll see.